we go all the way to Germany, Hamburg, and one of the most familiar faces in Germany. And we are glad to have you here, Sebastian. Welcome with us. Please tell us about yourself, your background, and of course, what we want to know also is what's your favorite German dish?
Oh, okay. That's interesting. So first of all, thanks for having me. Thanks for inviting me to your show. My name is Sebastian. As you said, I'm from Germany. I live in the near of Hamburg, so not directly in Hamburg, but it's not far from Hamburg. I live here my entire life. I'm married. I have 2 kids, and yeah, that's what I'm doing when I'm not at work. And I'm working for a Germany-based company. It's called Quibic, and Quibic is a consultancy which is specialized in integration. So Quibic turns 25 this year, and 25 years of 25 years experience of integrating systems, especially with BizTalk Server. So that's the yeah, absolutely. So it's completely focused on integration with BizTalk Server, or it starts with BizTalk Server. Nowadays, it's Azure Integration Services, and also SAP Integration Suite and the SAP Business Technology Platform. So this is our focus in the company. For myself, I started integrating systems in 2008, also with BizTalk Server. And in 2015, I guess it was 2015, I started with projects inside of Azure. So my first cloud projects, mostly of that projects were hybrid. So that means we have a lot on BizTalk, or workload on BizTalk, and also workload in the cloud. So that was the beginning of my cloud journey, or the
17
migrating.
years of cloud journey or integration journey. That's a long ride. And
Yeah,
many years
absolutely.
to come.
Yeah, absolutely. And I love every minute of that. So I'm not good in front end, so I'm a bad designer. So my only way is to stay in the back end. So that is where my place is. And
But you also missed maybe a little part where I can see also the certificate behind you. You
Yeah.
are also a Microsoft MVP.
Yes. So last year was my first year as a Microsoft MVP, and the technology area is integration platform as a service. So I'm a Microsoft Azure MVP, and I know I'm at you as well.
Yes, thank you.
Congratulations to you both, I
Yeah.
would say. I mean, and
Yeah,
I'm,
thank you.
I'm first the German dish, you said, right?
Yes,
What
the
is
German dish. We missed that also.
the
Yeah.
favorite German dish?
Yeah.
The favorite German dish is kale with sausage
Okay.
and pork
All right.
and
Kale.
potatoes.
What
So
is
kale, yeah, it's a special thing for our region, special in wintertime, because then the kale it tastes the best. So that's exactly the point. And the kale, yeah, with pork and sausage, then it's the best.
What is it called? The dish?
I
It's in Germany we say Grünkohl.
Ah, yeah. Grönkål in Swedish.
exactly.
Grünkohl, yeah, exactly.
Kind of similar.
I was about to say that also, like, what did you call it? Kale?
Kale.
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 Yeah.
Yeah, kale. In Sweden also it's like a really popular thing that
Yeah.
people like coal here. I'm not a big fan of it, but I since I moved to Sweden here a little bit more than 10 years now. Actually it's more. It's 15 years now.
15 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, yeah, it's 2012.
You stopped counting at
Yeah, no, it's
10 years.
13. What am I? Yeah, it's since 2012. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a long time. Yeah.
yes, but
So
there was
and
too much
yeah,
coal involved.
and it and I said it's a special winter meal because it tastes not that good when it's warm outside. But when it's warm outside, I love barbecue in all variations.
Very good. So if you have the time and you want to cook a dish for your family, what would that be then?
Oh, that is a good question. I guess when I think about my kids, I think it's spaghetti bolognese.
Ah, yeah. Good choice. Always
Good choice. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
But maybe we
have
should dig into the MVP story a bit. I mean, why did you aim for the MVP? When did that happen, and when did you start to pursue it?
Oh, that's yeah. Let me think about it. It starts yeah. I guess the journey starts 2 years ago, where I want to make more for the community, because I learned a lot from the community. As I said, I started in 2008, and the people who works at Microsoft today, like Kent or Wagner, and also BizTalk Bill, which was also in the show here, I learned a lot from that guys, and I thought it's time to get something back to the community, because I learned a lot. So, and I want that new people or other people, they want to go into the integration space, learn a lot as well from me, because so I that's the main reason for me to go to the community or yeah.
And to give you also some kudos for that, you have been always supporting all the initiatives out there, and it's really clear that you also have a special place in your heart for the community, because you always visible. You are supporting all type of communities out there, the people, which is really good. This is what the MVP is about.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for this. So, yeah, and there was a time I was not able to present in front of people, and it shaped myself to present for people. Nowadays, I love presenting stuff in front of people. So that's So to be in the community does not mean you do not grow yourself in the community. So it's a very cool experience, and yeah, I love what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, I agree. I can recall that, because I like it creates some kind of responsibility that you need to be out there, and it gives you this little push that you need sometimes. If I don't have this push, I don't have this responsibility to share more, and this is something that also made you think over the days. Okay, this is something good. Can I share that? What can I give more? It's a cool thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm
very passionate about it. Yeah.
Since we like to sharing here, I can see also a bookshelf behind you, and I was wondering, what's the favorite book from that bookshelf?
Oh, the favorite book. I think it's the Enterprise Integration Patterns.
Yeah. Do we have it?
We don't have it, but we have BizTalk 2006. That's that's a legendary book.
That's a legendary book. Yeah.
We have no. Here we do. Here we have it.
Oh.
Enterprise Integration Patterns. Is this the one?
Yeah, absolutely. So I will
yes. Okay. Then good. We nailed it this time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yes. Exactly. That
everyone should have it.
Because I think it's from, I don't know exactly, but it's from the early 2004. But the concepts are still valid. So it's a very important book for integration people to have such a cool book.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And I guess I have another one, which is also very cool.
Let's see if we have
it. Yes. Let's keep it on now.
You remember this book here? Applied Architecture Patterns on the Microsoft platform.
Oh, yes. I saw this book, but we don't have that.
We need to buy it.
I got it on PDF, actually. Someone have been making it in PDF out there, and I have it.
Great.
Also a very important book.
Yes, it is really good. I agree.
Yeah.
But yes, maybe soon we will have a new pattern books about AI and the new cool pattern that's coming out there. We have maybe we need some updating on those versions.
Yeah, absolutely. I guess, yeah. I think we need some new books.
Yes.
Stuff when it comes to the AI agent stuff and so on. Yeah.
Yes, Robin, you like to read books and maybe writing book someday.
Right, I don't think so, but definitely reading. I think that I read them and someone else writes them.
Here we have the first customer. So
yeah, yeah.
very
If you
straightforward.
write that book, I will buy it and I will read it. Definitely, I will give you a good review. Definitely.
Yeah, that's good. Sounds good. I love books. I love reading in books because I think sometimes it's much easier to read in a book as you are reading in a PDF or something else.
Yeah.
So for me, it's a personal thing.
But so I mean, if we should dig a bit in, I mean, this podcast is definitely, I mean, by the community and for the community. So we want to learn more about you, of course, but then also, I mean, your views on thing, and I mean, you've been collaborating internationally from your side, and but just what's the funniest or most surprising difference that you've been experiencing when working with integration projects in Germany, but compared to other countries as well?
Oh, I can remember very good for one moment. I think it's 10 years ago. I was in an integration project for an automotive customer, and they had a very big developer department in India. So this was a huge cultural difference for me, because when you say yes in Germany, then it means you will do it. And a yes on the India side at this time doesn't mean they will do it. So after I guess it was 2 weeks, so we committed ourselves to do something. They said yes, and after 2 weeks, nothing happened. So and it was a surprise, because then we have to present our results, and this presentation was a very short presentation for the management,
And there was no
because
work done.
there was nothing to show, and this was a learning from me in cultural difference. So I guess cultural differences when it comes to international projects are very big, and it's good to know them and to deal with them. So this is my learning from this experience.
Yeah, it's very interesting. But I also would like to just to know a little bit more how is like the culture in Germany. What is like, because I always know I have not been in touch with like working in with German companies closely before, with other nationalities or other countries. But I had this. I have been working not in integration when I was younger. Back in Egypt, I was working with a German company, but it was so. It's all about discipline, and it's all about like you have to have the routine, you have to have everything, and it's like it was really cool because I always know where I'm at. I'm always knowing where I'm going, and it's very systematic. But is it like that in integration? Since we know that integration mostly customers doesn't really have a clear picture of what they want themselves. So how this is working there?
Yeah, this is a very good question, because for me it's a normal thing for me. So because I do a lot of projects in Germany, and as you said, in Germany, so we always have a plan or a concept how we implement something, and we and we follow this plan.
Even from the customer side,
Yeah.
that the customer are clear about the requirements, how the integration should look like, what system that they are integrating, or do you need to go and work with the requirements?
Yeah, this is a good point here, Amit. The customer has an idea, so maybe they want to have their contacts from Salesforce to SAP, for example, and then they have no idea what's behind that integration. So it seems to be very easy, but there are so many circumstances around that, and for sure you have to clarify the requirements, and then for sure you have to say why is the bill so high at the end of the day, and I only wanted the context from Salesforce to SAP. So so some customer have this understanding of complexity in interfaces, but some customer they think it's easy but it is not easy, as you know. So
yeah,
so it's always
in
a
fact,
huge
our integration problems are the same internationally anyway.
Yeah, we were talking about the international collaborations and the differences, but I mean, one thing that is similar all across the world, I think, is that what you just said.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and yeah, some customers doesn't think about integration. They think they have a silo here and a silo there, and everything is working. But it's a very important part to have this integration running. So this is, and I guess this problem is all around the world, as you said.
But I think we should go back. I mean, it's interesting. I mean, we're talking about as you said. I'm going to make a joke now. So sorry. You said that the Germans are always on time.
Yeah.
The Egyptian.
Yeah, the Egyptian never on time.
But I mean, I'm coming in with the joke, but I'm still. I mean, we're talking about different cultures and different mentalities, and I mean, of course, it's not that that people don't do anything because they don't want to do it. It's cultural differences and understanding. But do you have any advice on? Advice on how to. Since you brought it up that cultural differences is something that you need to handle, but how do you think we should approach the cultural differences to understand each other better?
I think, and this is or this is a very important thing for everyone. A clear communication is very important, to have a clear understanding of the meaning what the other said to you, and then you can deal with that. So I think clear communication, this is exactly what we need.
Especially when work with integration, as you was mentioning, that the customers most of the time don't really know about what they're gonna order and what's the integration they will be building. But they just say, okay, we need to put those together. They don't really think how. But what is the most unexpected integration request you received over those years?
Oh, the most unexpected integration request. Yeah, that's interesting. I know exactly. I worked in a project for a manufacturer which manufactured heating system parts or parts for heating systems. And the raw material was metal. And the metal was delivered on huge rolls. So the whole metal was rolled up on rolls. And then the roll will be placed into a machine. So in a roll machine. And the roll machine was responsible to bring the material on a specific thickness to prepare it for the next step. And every roll was, or for every roll, they did a chemical analysis, and the results of this chemical analysis was stored in an SAP system. So whenever they picked the new roll and they put it into the machine, they asked the SAP system for this chemical analysis, because then the composition of the material, or based on the composition of the material, the machine knows exactly how hard it needs to press the material to bring it onto the thickness. So, and the weirdest part there was that my integration, it was over BizTalk, needs to communicate directly to the machine. So I need to talk TCP/IP with the machine from SAP. So I need to transfer, or I need to transform the sub IDOC into a TCP/IP telegram and send it directly to the machine. So that was the weirdest thing. And I worked directly into the machine hall, which was totally loud. I have to wear protection clothes and so on, protection shoes, and then I was hacking the transformation.
But it was those amazing days about BizTalk. Yeah, it puts you in special places. I miss BizTalk sometime now, actually, because of those kind of things.
Yeah, absolutely. So there are some things you love at BizTalk, and there are some things you hate at BizTalk, but that's the normal thing, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, but speaking of, I mean, this is a very specific, and I mean, maybe you didn't think about that you were going to end up close to that machine working with integrations. But do you have any other? I mean, do you have any other locations? I mean, it can be a country, it can be a place that you can remember that you said, like, this is because I work with integrations, and that's, I mean, that's how I ended up there. Any funny or crazy stuff? Yeah.
So my first ever integration was an integration for a wind park farm center. So when I started integration, as I said in 2008, there was the planning to have the first wind park in the North Sea. So the North Sea, all the windmills are controlled by a wind farm center software. And the first integration I need to do is from MATLAB to this wind farm center, because in MATLAB they simulated thunderstorms and heavy wind and so on, and they want to see how the wind farm center is shutting down windmills regarding to this storm or something else, to not overheat the grid or not to produce too much energy that cannot go back to the country to put it into the country grid. And for me it was so fascinating to integrate these components together, and then to see how the software puts down the windmills and so on, and you controlled it via MATLAB, and I fell in love. That's the integration love story for me here. With integration. So that was,
I guess that's the answer for the integration love story. But what was it then? I mean, if you dig into that, what was the like the eye opener?
Because the integration love, like, because I would say now I would have to recall this question back, because the integration love story, it means that you didn't see integration before, and then suddenly you end up, oh my god, that was integration. Oh, I love to do this more. Was that your first integration?
That was my first integration. Yeah.
Okay.
That was exactly what I loved about it, because you work with so many people together, because you need to know the people from the wind farm center, and you also need to know the people from the MATLAB simulation, and then you bring that together, and and then you have this piece of software which connects those programs or these applications, and it worked. So and that was crazy for me, and that's what I love.
Because I love how we also dig deep into the integration, what's behind the scene of your integration. That's also a passion that doesn't really, this is what keeps us all moving. And I really appreciate to have this. This is how great integrators are. So thank you for sharing those stories. It's amazing. But we need to also, those are quite really nice stories, successful stories, but there is always some mistakes happens.
Always.
I mean, you learn from mistakes.
Yes, exactly. But like there must be an oops moment.
I mean, one moment we felt like this is not good. Maybe if you can share it.
Yeah, I can share it. It was in BizTalk Server, and I think it's a good idea to have a global variable in BizTalk Server. And then I deployed everything to test, and it works on test, and then go to production. And on production it crashes completely with this global variable, and that makes my first night shift, I guess, to roll back all the to bring back all the changes, and then to repair something. I know exactly, it was the evening where a team event occurs, and I was not at the team event because I have to to fix the BizTalk.
For how long did you hope to join the event, or did you realize directly that I'm not gonna make it to this team event, or did you have some hope?
No, my hope was gone after some minutes. I know exactly what the problem was, and I know, okay, you are for hours here, and you have to fix it for hours.
It's always BizTalk bringing the most memorable moments. I see that there is a pattern.
I remember once I did a migration. I mean, I did the migration and I started the production. I mean, it was just it was a switch from, I mean, a migration from BizTalk to Azure, and then I just received mails from like the customer that didn't even know that this. I mean, the customer, of course, but how is it? The customer's customer. Like, why do we receive this type of message just all of a sudden? And I got the mail, and I realized directly it was like, I knew exactly where it was. I knew exactly where to put it, but I just want to, like, okay, if I did this mistake, how many more mistakes did I do in the integration?
Yes, exactly.
Then my heart stopped.
I think so too. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and another thing was also BizTalk, and I missed the slash at the address location, and I didn't found the error. So the whole day, I spent the whole day to find it, and then
Yeah, if it's a send port, but if it was, yeah, it must have been a send port then.
yeah,
Yeah, yes, I have been falling into that many times because the receive location they just shut down, and then you don't have to worry.
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. And you have absolutely no idea why the heck BizTalk is doing that, and
Yes,
and you see, oh, okay, BizTalk is right. I'm
after 5,000 terminate like suspended messages.
yeah.
That's yeah, amazing. But not much of those things happening, with logic apps. I'm not saying that it's that stable. It has also its own flows.
My mistake was in logic apps.
Okay. Yeah, so
As I started my journey in the cloud, one of the first project was creating Azure functions, and I did not realize that you have to do a mind shift here in implementations when you are creating Azure functions. So I have the same mindset as you are implementing local or local services with local caching and so on, and then you deploy it to the cloud, and then you're wondering why the heck it's not working. Absolutely not working because of this distribution. You have no idea when you start your journey in the cloud. You have to learn it, and then you need to gain this experience, and then the next time okay, that was bad from me to implement it that way.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's 1,000 times.
Or if you see 1 million instances which runs down your dynamics because of a scaling and so on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it also gets expensive and you get stressed. Oh my god, how can I explain this cost? And it's a new challenge. It's a new way of a challenge, and soon we're gonna be on a whole other level of challenges now, I guess.
Absolutely.
Because maybe like what will, like, we don't know now what will be the next big thing, because we have been BizTalk and logic apps. What is gonna be you have a nice shirt there saying also global AI.
Yeah. I think there's only one answer for me right now. I think Gen AI will be the next big thing, also in integration. When you see with AI agent what's possible with MCP tools and so on, then I guess multi-agent systems will help us a lot in integrating systems. They will do a lot of work.
I think we will reach a point where like you as an integrator or a developer, or your job will be, you will be just talking and chatting with this like chat post like MCP services, and it calls the right agent in the background, and then it does the job. But you as a developer will be the ones who's like the orchestrator and just talking, keeping track of what's actually, if it's doing the right things. So we're gonna be shifting roles here.
Yeah,
Very
absolutely.
soon, actually. I have been testing this MCP this morning, actually, today. Funny that you're saying that. And I got it's amazing. I was blown away.
But how what's your take, Sebastian? I mean, in 2 years or 3 years, let's say 2 years, how do you think, what kind of techniques do we work with then?
I think it will be faster what with Gen AI will do. So hey, this is a hard word. Gen AI is will be there, stronger than ever, I guess. And last time, maybe to have it here, I saw a LinkedIn post where someone said the IT department will be the HR department of the AI agents.
That's
I guess
really
this is very funny, but I guess this is exactly the point. So I guess architecting these solutions will be much more, or will be very important, and the development will be I would say it will be easier because of all this AI stuff, which will do the boilerplate stuff for us. But I guess architecting all these solutions is very important and will be the role of humans.
Yeah. I mean, just to go to the next question. I mean, we know that you are one of the aviators in Germany, organizing a very great community. I mean, we can. I think we should not leave the question we just did. But I mean, first, what sparked the idea, and how did you take off? But also, talking about Gen AI and the community that you are driving, how should we learn the community of what is the next big thing?
Okay, so I will start with the Aviators Germany thing. So I'm the community host for the Aviators Germany, and as I said in the beginning, for me, I want to give back some to the community, and the integration community was a missing piece in Germany, and so we thought it's a good idea to start the integration community, and that's exactly what we wanted to, or what we've done with the Aviators Germany. So we talked to Kent. Can we use this Aviators stuff in Germany as well? And they said yes, do it. So and that's the reason why we call it Aviators Germany. And it's the community for Germany, for Austria, Switzerland. So all the German-speaking countries are welcome to this community because, main language is German. But we also, as you see in June, we have right now 8 MVPs there. So this is very overwhelming for us. So we didn't expect that. So we are very thankful for that. And but at this event, we the main language will be English because we have a lot of international top MVPs there. So, and we are very, very thankful for that.
It's really good event, and it has it's you people also seems one of the right, and like everyone would like to be there. And it's starting to get some reach out there, and it's gonna be really cool, and I think it's a really great initiative.
Absolutely, and you will also be part of that, Ahmed. So thank you for your
thank you for letting me be
here. Yeah, absolutely. And I guess, as I said, with Gen AI or with this whole AI stuff, it's growing rapidly fast, and it's very important that the community is sharing the knowledge so that everyone can takes up the pace of the speed. So I guess a community will be much more important with all this Gen AI stuff as before. So, and I guess the people can learn a lot of the community, and it's very important that people who already knows a lot of Gen AI will also come to the community and share their knowledge. So I guess this is very important.
Yes, it's really important for us also. The community is the reason we learn and the reason we share. So without it, I think we will be having less knowledge because we would not be able to share and be eager to share to someone. If there is no audience, you don't have the need to share anything. So it's it's really cool. But we are heading to our last question, which is actually a question that you will ask. So we'll be challenging our next guest with a question from you, and would like you to give this question away. And what would you challenge the next guest with?
I think I have a good one. I would love to see Mick Badrin in this show.
Specifically,
And please ask him how the hell Vegemite can be eaten by all the Australia. You know Vegemite?
No, I don't. I don't.
What is that?
Leave it, please. Do not taste it. It's horrible. And I want to know why all the Aussies are eating Vegemite.
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 I've never tasted it.
Vegemite.
Yeah, okay.
But is it like some kind of?
I don't know what it is. I just recognize the name now when you say it.
I think we will see them also. We'll be definitely asking him now on the next time, and we'll be definitely asking someone to bring it from Australia, maybe in Integrate.
Yeah,
we'll try it there in person because I want to try it.
yeah.
Afterwards, you will regret it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very salty, very, very salty.
Yeah.
If I remember correct from the taste, yeah. I was in Australia 2000 and it was 2015, I guess. And then for the first time, I tried Vegemite, and it was horrible, very horrible.
Yeah.
But yeah,
and as I know, the Aussies eat Vegemite at breakfast.
Okay.
At breakfast, something that salty. That's interesting.
Yeah. So
now I want.
And I think Mick can shed a light here. Why?
Yeah. Then we will ask Mick or Mike or Bill, anyone coming from there, please. A call for anyone coming from Australia to Integrate. Please bring some with you.
Bring some Vegemite.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes.
Yeah. So thank you. It was really great to have a conversation with you, and we will be glad to have you here again some other time. And maybe we'll be talking about more cool things, more cooler than BizTalk. Talk about more Gen AI and agentic AI.
Yeah.
Hopefully soon. And see you again. And we are really honored to have you today. And thank you.
Thank you.
Bye bye.